Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go, with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A Sioux Falls man accused of kidnapping a 13-year-old made his first court appearance Wednesday at the Lake County Courthouse.
31-year-old Herman Jeremiah is accused of taking the child to Sioux Falls in late June. Court documents say it was for the purpose of enticement or rape. Jeremiah was indicted by a grand jury, so authorities aren't releasing many details on the case, including how he met the alleged victim. Jeremiah is also charged in Minnehaha County with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. That case involves the same juvenile. The third suspect in a double homicide on the Lower Brule Indian Reservation, who had been on the run for 2 days, is in custody this morning. Tribal Chairman Boyd Gourneau tells KELOLAND News that 18-year-old Kingston Magola turned himself into authorities on Wednesday. He's being held in federal custody without bond. This is a developing story. Be sure to stay with KELOLAND News on air and online for details as they become available. The Department of Social Services is urging SNAP recipients to take protective steps after card skimmers were found at one Sioux Falls Walmart and Dollar General locations. More than 350 SNAP beneficiaries in the Sioux Falls area had their benefits stolen, with police saying they had 30 reports of cases of skimmers. DSS is urging anyone who thinks they may have been impacted that they change their PIN number and contact police if they believe their benefits were stolen. To hear more from police, you can check out this KELOLAND.com original by Michael Dorn. Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munn, starting the day with a few showers out there, Scott.
Showers, thunderstorms moving across parts of east central to southeastern KELOLAND this morning. Some locally heavy downpours this morning as well. This will come to an end by the afternoon. Partly cloudy. We'll watch our temperatures warm. 80s, 90s, and 100-degree heat will be felt in central to southwestern South Dakota today as the humidity also starts to increase. And Brian will have more details on that forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. A closed section of Cliff Avenue near Lincoln High School will be open to one lane of north and southbound traffic when school starts on August 21st.
The avenue has been closed from the northbound ramps at Interstate 229 North to 38th Street because of a large construction project.
Officials say students and parents using Cliff Avenue will need to adjust schedules to get to school on time.
We're encouraging our families to make sure that they plan ahead. We're still going to have school starting next week on Thursday. It's going to start, and it's going to start at its normal time going through.
For more details on the project and what times are busiest for drivers, you can head to this story on KELOLAND.com.
A business in downtown Mitchell will soon close its doors after 35 years of helping old goods find new homes. The Second Impression Palace Antique Mall has been a go-to spot for many in downtown Mitchell.
Before they close their doors officially, they're hosting a retirement sale where most everything in the store is 70% off, and there's still plenty of treasures left to find.
It is a big store. It's 20,000 square feet of stuff, and when people walk in here, they say, "Oh my, you got a lot of merchandise left." Well, we do, but you should have seen it 6 months ago when it was full.
There's not an official closing date yet, but Hauser and Olson hope that whoever comes into this space after them will create something good for downtown Mitchell.
The Legacy Fighting Alliance will make its return to the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls tomorrow.
LFA 214 will feature some of mixed martial arts rising stars and at least one local fighter who's a veteran of the sport.
Sioux Falls native Devin Clark will step into the octagon for the first time in 18 months against a familiar foe.
It's an interesting fight. It's actually an old teammate of mine that I trained with about 6 years ago. So we kind of know each other and know how we fight. So it's going to be kind of interesting in that regard. But he's a good fighter. It's a great fight.
The preliminary card kicks off at 5:30 tomorrow evening at the Pentagon, while Clark's matchup with Bavon Lewis will be part of the main card later in the night.
We provided a link with ticket information and the complete lineup under this story on KELOLAND.com.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check of your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, watching that here on camera this morning as of the 7 o'clock hour, some pretty hefty rains falling, and that's just part of the story here as we were tracking some big storms overnight around Webster. You can see some flood warnings that were issued in these particular spots there. Some very strong winds last night blew through the southwest and the south central, 55 to 70 miles an hour with that line that progressed into Nebraska. And so now we're kind of picking up the pieces here with this last segment that's exiting through mid-morning into southwest Minnesota. How about those temperatures? Hot today, central Kettleland, close to 100 in many areas. I think Pierre will be likely the hottest, but Rapid City, mid-90s today. Sioux Falls, we're forecasting a high of 87 with that south wind that's stronger, 20 to 35. Tonight, if we do get some thunderstorms, they're probably going to be focused in central South Dakota into the northeast a little bit. Chances there. The majority of the action looks to be in North Dakota tonight. But tomorrow night could be a different story. We've got an east wind during the day. Looks like most of the modeling trying to blow up some thunderstorm areas, at least into central South Dakota. The progression of this would probably go northeastern, east central South Dakota. Sioux Falls, if we get clipped by that tomorrow night, we'd have to be on the southern flank of that line as it appears right now. But then Saturday night into Sunday morning, we might do this all over again. So just keep an eye on the weather. There'll be some storms around portions of South Dakota probably about every day here, at least through the next few days. 85 degrees today in Brookings. We're up to 100 in Phillip. Let's close it out on the 7 days. Sioux Falls, we'd like to kind of team up with the best chances of rain, kind of reigniting Saturday night, Sunday morning, and then again Sunday night and Monday morning. That seems to be the most probable scenario. Temperatures will start to cool down into the 80s early next week, but it's a hot weekend. These 90s with the humidity, it's going to feel pretty uncomfortable out there. Aberdeen in the northeast, you're going to sit on the other side of the boundary a little bit longer, so chances of rain are going to be around. We're going to probably cycle the daytime being a little drier, evening, nighttime thunderstorm chances will come up, and that should last at least through Sunday morning, and we'll see if it breaks then by the end of the 7 day. Here also we pull back on the heat a little bit. 93 tomorrow, still hot, but the humidity is higher. I know the rain chance doesn't look big, but I'm actually more in favor of Friday night. I think that nocturnal event looks better now for Pierre, so I want to make sure we address that subject. And also Rapid City, there are going to be some thunderstorms in there Friday night and Saturday, and let's keep that train rolling there early next week, some scattered thunderstorms. More details, complete information at kettleland.com.